Dear Divine Feminine, something truly magical happened today as I was preparing to dive into this reading. I was shuffling the deck, letting the energy settle, when suddenly one card slid out from the bottom of the deck as if it was determined to make itself known. It wasn't just any card, it was the Ten of Cups, a card that carries one of the most beautiful and powerful messages in the entire deck. The moment it appeared, I felt a surge of energy so strong it was impossible to ignore. This card speaks of a future filled with joy, harmony, and deep emotional fulfillment. It represents love in its purest, most complete form, a love that isn't just about fleeting passion or momentary attraction, but about true commitment, lasting happiness, and a connection that withstands the test of time. This isn't about someone who is casually interested or entertaining temporary feelings. No, this is about someone who is envisioning a life with you. The energy I'm picking up is incredibly strong, focused, and deeply masculine in nature. This is someone who is not just thinking about love in a lighthearted way. They are thinking about forever. I'm talking about marriage, deep partnership, a connection that goes beyond the surface and into the depths of the soul. They are realizing that their heart is pulling them in a direction they can no longer ignore. Now, when I talk about masculine and feminine energy, I'm not talking about gender. We all carry both divine masculine and divine feminine energy within us, no matter how we identify. But in this particular reading, I sense that many of you will resonate more with the divine feminine energy, while the person coming through in this message carries a very dominant and powerful masculine energy. This person's thoughts are completely consumed by you. Their mind is flooded with visions of a future where you are by their side, where the two of you are building something real and lasting together. The most vivid image that keeps appearing in my mind is of two souls walking down the aisle, hand in hand, hearts intertwined in a bond that is unbreakable. This isn't just a fantasy. This person is seriously considering what it would mean to fully commit to you, to build a life together, to create something that will stand the test of time. They aren't thinking about just the present moment. They are envisioning you in their future as someone they want to stand beside for the rest of their days. But there's something even deeper happening here. As much as this masculine energy is drawn to you, I'm sensing that they have been tied to someone else, either in their past or in their present. This could be a karmic relationship, a connection that was meant to teach them lessons but was never truly meant to last. There's a heavy energy around this connection, almost as if they were pressured into it, pressured by society, family, or even their own fears of being alone. For a long time, this person may have felt stuck, bound by expectations that weren't truly their own. They might have been told that they needed to settle down, get married, or build a life with someone else before they were truly ready. Maybe they convinced themselves that this was the path they were supposed to take, even though their heart wasn't fully aligned with it. But now, they are awakening. Something inside of them is shifting. They're beginning to understand that what they truly want, what their soul truly craves, is not the life they have been pressured into, but the life they want to create with you. They are feeling a deep sense of liberation, as if they are finally freeing themselves from a past that never truly felt like home. And the more they embrace this truth, the stronger their pull toward you becomes. This isn't just a passing thought for them. It's a deep realization that has been slowly unfolding, a truth that has been lingering beneath the surface for a long time. They might not have been fully aware of it before, but now there's no denying it. They see you as their future. They recognize that their happiness, their deepest fulfillment, is tied to you in a way that defies logic or explanation. But it hasn't been an easy journey. This masculine energy has faced a lot of external pressure from family, from friends, from people who thought they knew what was best for them. Many of them were pushed toward relationships that looked perfect on the outside but felt hollow on the inside. They may have even been labeled as commitment phobic because they hesitated to move forward with those connections. But the truth is, they weren't afraid of commitment itself. They were afraid of committing to the wrong person. This is where you come in. Because when it comes to you, there is no fear. There is no hesitation. Instead, there is a deep, undeniable pull, an overwhelming desire to build something real, something lasting, something that feels like home. And this desire isn't just emotional, it's almost instinctual. Their soul recognizes you in a way that they don't fully understand yet, but it's impossible to ignore. Even those around them, friends, family, even past partners, have sensed it. They may not know exactly what's going on, but they can feel it. They can tell that this masculine energy is tied to someone else energetically. And that someone is you. What's even more fascinating is that other women in their life have noticed it too. Even if they've dated others, even if they've been in long-term relationships, those women could sense that this masculine was never fully present, never fully invested. It's as if your energy was always lingering in the background, like a shadow that couldn't be erased. These other connections, no matter how serious they may have seemed, could never measure up to what they feel for you. And here's the most beautiful part. You didn't have to force them to feel this way. You didn't have to chase, beg, or try to convince them of your worth. Your energy alone is enough. Your presence alone is enough to awaken something inside of them that no one else ever could. With you, they don't feel pressured into commitment. With you, the idea of building a life together feels natural, effortless, right? You make them want things they never thought they would want. You make them desire stability, commitment, and a future together in a way that is completely new to them. For some of you, this might not mean marriage or starting a family in this lifetime, and that's okay. But the message remains the same. When this masculine energy thinks of you, they feel an overwhelming desire to commit in a way they never have before. It's almost shocking to them. They're used to being logical, detached, in control of their emotions. But with you, none of that matters. Their heart has already decided. Their soul has already chosen you. And no matter how much they try to fight it, the truth is becoming clearer by the day. I'm also hearing a few names coming through, Ryan. Christy. The letters R, Y, A, N. These could be significant for some of you. I'm also hearing the word ran, as if someone has been running from their feelings or running from a life that was built out of pressure rather than true desire. But here's the thing, they can't run from this connection forever. No matter where they go, no matter how much time passes, their heart will always lead them back to you. And now, they're finally beginning to accept it. The resistance is falling away. The fear is dissolving. And what was once hidden is now impossible to ignore. Their heart belongs to you. It always has. And soon, they'll be ready to embrace it completely. He sees something in you that changes everything. You awaken a part of him that no one else ever has, the part that longs to give, to protect, to build. With you, love isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a responsibility, a calling. You inspire him to show up in ways he's never done before, to be the best version of himself, to offer you his time, his energy, his devotion. You make him want to create a life where you feel safe, cherished, and deeply loved. But here's the thing, if he feels he isn't ready, if he believes he can't give you the stability, love, or security he thinks you deserve, he may pull away. And not because he doesn't care. In fact, it's the exact opposite. He cares so much that the idea of coming to you as anything less than his best self feels unbearable. He wants to stand beside you as your equal, as a man who has something real to offer. If he's in a period of uncertainty, whether it's emotionally, financially, or in his career, he might step back, not because he wants to, but because he feels like he has to. There's a sense of instability around him, especially when it comes to his work or his life path. Something feels uncertain, like he's standing on shaky ground, unsure of his next move. Words like China and job float around his energy, hinting at a transition, a period of flux that's making him question everything. He's aware that you are someone truly special, someone he cannot afford to lose. But he also knows that if he steps into this connection prematurely, without clarity, without confidence, he risks ruining something that has the potential to be extraordinary. What makes this even more intriguing is that beneath his hesitation, there is a powerful sense of determination. There's a fire in him that refuses to let you go, a deep and instinctive need to fight for you, to protect what you share. Even if he's tried to remain detached, even if he's attempted to keep his distance, the truth is, he won't allow anyone to disrespect you. If someone speaks ill of you, whether it's an ex, a friend, or even just a passing comment, he feels it like a personal attack. It stirs something inside him, something primal, something undeniable. Because the bond between you two isn't just surface level. It's deeper than words, deeper than reason. It's a connection that exists beyond logic, beyond the physical world. And this is why he can't shake you, even when he tries. This connection isn't just about romance. It's about transformation. The energy between you two is shifting, clearing, becoming something even stronger than before. There's healing happening, old wounds are being released, past pain is losing its grip. The misunderstandings, the distance, the unspoken words, there's an opportunity now to move beyond them. The past no longer has to define what comes next. There is a door opening, a chance to step into something new, something beautiful. If you've been feeling a sense of synchronicity, seeing signs, hearing songs that remind you of him, feeling his energy even when he's not around, this is why. You are still connected, deeply and undeniably. Whether this reconnection is already unfolding or whether it's still just beyond the horizon, one thing is clear. This story isn't over. But what makes this moment so significant is that, for the first time, the choice is entirely in your hands. This isn't a situation where fate is dragging you down a predetermined path. The universe isn't forcing anything. Instead, you are being given the freedom to decide. Do you want this? Do you feel this is a love worth exploring, worth fighting for? The power is in your hands now. As I tune into his energy, I feel something heavy weighing on his heart. He's questioning everything, running over the past in his mind, wondering if he's already lost his chance. There's a lingering fear inside him, a thought that haunts him. What if I've ruined everything? If you have a history with this person, if there was a time when he pulled away, when he let fear or uncertainty create distance between you, know that he hasn't forgotten. He's grappling with regret, with the feeling that he may have destroyed something rare and beautiful. But here's what's even more powerful. Beneath all of this doubt, I feel something stirring inside him. The emotions he ran from, the connection he tried to suppress, it's all rising to the surface now, demanding to be acknowledged. When things got too intense, when the feelings became too real, he didn't know how to handle it. It's not that he didn't care. It's that he cared too much. The depth of what he felt for you terrified him. And instead of leaning into it, he ran. Now, he's realizing that running didn't solve anything. In fact, it only made him feel more lost, more disconnected. But here's where divine intervention steps in. His spirit guides, the unseen forces of the universe, are working with him, pushing him to face these emotions, to release the fears that have kept him stuck. They are showing him that the love he thought he lost isn't lost at all. And the most fascinating part? There's an external force at play here, an unexpected messenger, someone in his life who is unknowingly guiding him toward you. It could be a distant relative, a coworker, or even a friend he rarely sees. But this person is carrying a message, a nudge from the universe that he cannot ignore. It might come as a casual remark, something as simple as, "She's the one. Don't let her slip away." Or, "You need to reach out. Take this chance." And suddenly, he's faced with a choice. He's standing at a crossroads, staring down at the dice in his hands, knowing that rolling them could change everything. It's a gamble, a risk, a moment of truth. If he takes this leap, if he steps forward, it could lead to something extraordinary. But there's still something holding him back. Karmic cycles, unfinished lessons, old wounds that haven't fully healed. The energy of contracts and past ties lingers around him, keeping him stuck in place. It's as if the universe is saying, not yet. There's still work to be done. He cannot rush into this connection while still carrying the baggage of the past. He must first release, clear, heal. This is why the universe is intervening, not to keep him from you, but to prepare him. To ensure that when he does come back, it's from a place of strength, clarity, and truth. Because this connection deserves that. You deserve that. If he seems distant, if there are moments where it feels like he's retreating, know that it's not a sign of indifference. It's actually a sign that something is shifting within him. He is being given space to heal, to evolve, to step into the man he is meant to be. But here's the reality. If he does not do the work, if he does not face the fears that have kept him from embracing this love fully, then the connection may remain blocked. But if he does, if he surrenders to this transformation, if he lets go of the old wounds and limiting beliefs that have kept him from fully opening his heart, then what awaits is something profound, something rare, something that doesn't come around twice in a lifetime. Because this isn't just about love. It's about destiny. The final energy surrounding this connection is one of deep, unwavering affection. He thinks of you with tenderness, with warmth, with a love that has never faded, no matter how much time has passed. And if you haven't yet fully embraced the depth of this connection, you soon will. Because the energy between you two is aligning in ways that cannot be ignored. The signs, the synchronicities, the dreams, they are proof that something greater is at work here. That this is a love that transcends time, distance, and fear. And the most beautiful part? This time, you get to decide what happens next.